Hello everyone, it's Adam here. Hey, I'm just doing a very quick 701 update. And by that, I wanted to tell you guys about some things I've done in the past couple of days. I've gone on a couple of rides since I got back from the GS Trophy, and the main issues I've had were some bad wiring under here. These wires were a little bit bad. I also had an issue where my Garmin continued to lose power unexpectedly, which via the Zumo XT thread and then via Garmin support, I found out that the revision 1 power cables from Garmin, when paired with the revision 1 base, have charging issues under high vibration environments, which this is very high vibration. So Garmin mailed me under warranty, or whatever you want to call it, a new wire and a new bracket. Obviously, I didn't have time to do all that, so I didn't do it until now. I also had issues with the iPhone 13 Max with the volume and power buttons. I've done a video on this before, but basically I relocated these stubs from here to one lower. So now that will work and charge the iPhone without muting my podcast. I also hooked up, so you guys know I'm a really big fan of the R-Link by Scorpion or Scorpio. R-Link is awesome. It's expensive per year for the R-Link, but basically this here is a GPS receiver. You can see the same receiver is on my GS right here. Same receiver. On the GS, it goes into this, which is the GPS signal, and this, which is the power signal. And then this box, which you can't see anymore because it's mounted, goes in, and this box has a 3G or 4G SIM in there that you pay a subscription for, and that SIM tells you if your bike's been moved, touched, started, but after your rides, it gives you GPX files of your entire ride, which you can just push to a Rever. It also comes with Rever Premium. So I've been using it on my GS for 2 years. And I asked them, I said, I don't want to pay a second subscription for my second bike. How can I have a second bike on your service? And they said, well, we'll sell you the harness. Let's not look too closely in there. This is just a stage. We'll sell you the harness and the GPS receiver for $5. That's it, $5. And then you can just literally take your box. You can use the quick disconnects that are right on the back of there to move the box between bikes. And I thought, that's brilliant. So if I'm going out on a 10-day ride on the Husky, I just literally hook this guy in, close it up, put the seat back on, and then my R-Link has transferred over. I also changed something finally that has been bad for a while. I had just tapped into one of these fuses. Luckily, I tapped into the right one for the switched trigger wire for my Eastern Beaver PC8, which is over there Velcro to the edge of this Raid Garage case. I finally posi tapped, I know, but I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, into the brake light, the always on brake light switch, and put it under this little bracket here. So now I have a proper posi tapped switched ignition switch to turn the Eastern Beaver PC8 fuse block on, which also turns on this guy. And then, yeah, so that's all done now. And then I cleaned up. I had to remove all this stuff to clean up everything. I noticed that, and maybe this is a common issue, if you have a 701, let me know what you did about this. I've noticed that I've got some cracking. My speedo sensor, see this right here? It's cracked. It's cracked. I may end up buying a new speedo sensor cable. It runs up, it runs down back there, and I believe it terminates like here. Somewhere in here, or that's probably the best place for it. Somewhere in there it terminates where the ECU goes. I need to basically replace it, I think. At some point it cracked. Now, those of you with stock 701s know that these cables are generally in front of the front headlight fairing. So maybe I broke it. I have no idea, but I've got to keep an eye on it. If I lose speedo on my computer, because it's basically reading a sensor that's right here, if I lose that speed, I'll know that this finally gave way, and I'll need to replace it. Bummer. I got some more cable stuff just tightened up here. Got everything kind of managed that way. What else? Changed the oil. I hit 600 miles, so the first break-in service was done. And I'm going to manage these cables after this weekend, but I want to make sure everything works before I really tighten them all down. So I'm just going to ride it like that for a couple of days. The last thing I need to do tonight before I wrap it up is to drill a small hole with like a 1/8 inch drill bit on both sides. Sometimes water gets in here and it tends to drain into there. So get a little hole in there for water. And then that's it. Oh, and reinstall the tank bag. The plan is, today's Wednesday, Friday, to head out on the Flatlander, which is a 550-mile loop around New Hampshire. Takes 2 days, so Saturday, Sunday. Well, Friday into Saturday and Sunday, and then do some camping along the way. So it should be a nice little weekend of riding. So I'm basically just getting all this stuff ready because I was having issues where I'd be following a GPX track on here, and I'd lose power. And, you know, obviously the iPhone is a backup, but, you know, it's just no fun. So, yeah, that's all wrapped up now. The only thing I got issue with these, the throttle lock here, that squeakiness, it's basically this little tape right there. There's not much I can do about it, but I can hear it over the sound of the motor. When I'm riding, I hear that constantly. I don't know what to do about it. It's really annoying, but it has to go there because you put it here, then you lock it in place. So that has to stay there, but it's a little annoying. Other than that, the bike is brilliant. Heated grips work fine. Fuel tank switcher's working good. LED headlights are bright. Turn signals are great. So I'm super stoked with the whole setup. I'm trying to run through. There's nothing really else that I need to adjust at this time. I will check the chain, and then we're done for our ride that takes off in a couple of days. I'm going to probably take like a 20-liter, like a Moscow 20-liter dry bag, and just stick it right here with some giant loop straps, because I don't want the whole Reckless 80. There's no point in all that crap, because I'll be staying with friends. So I just need enough to put a tube and a toolkit and some water, stuff like that in here. So I don't know. Maybe I'll throw the Reckless 80 on. I don't know yet. We'll see. But anywho, thanks for watching, guys. 701 update. 701 is doing great. And just had a couple little things to fix up. You know, stuff that when you install 45 things on your bike, there's going to be some follow-up. All right. Take care.